And welcome back to the 2020 Bunnings New Zealand Secondary Schools Touch Championships held here in Rotorua. And it's about that time, guys. It is championship rounds, starting off with our mixed game. We have Howick College, defending champions. They're looking for the three-peat this year, going up against Mahurangi College all the way in Warkworth, coming out and trying to steal that title from them. We have an exciting day ahead of you. What we've done is we've brought on an extra commentator just to help out, because we know how full on these final matches can be. I mean, we already saw that with the third and fourth playoff in the mixed grade between who was that final, Grant?
Lincoln Mixed and Cullinan College. Awesome. I had to go and have a little nana nap after that one. I got so excited, so I needed to get my energy back. But great win, 7-6 to Cullinan College in that fourth playoff in the mixed. So here we are coming into the final for the mixed, seeing the teams just come out through the middle of the grandstand, so keeping cool in the heat of the day at the moment, with Howick and Mahurangi College.
Yeah, we can just see here, this is Howick, the defending champions. They've actually won the last 2 years. The year before that, they did make the final, but went down against Paeroa College. So they'll be looking for the three-peat this year. Very strong coaching staff in Mark Hodson and George Pamatato. But Mahurangi College, it's been a hard track and a long track for them to get here into the final. So we are looking forward to a very strong match. And for a strong match, you need strong referees. So we've brought in Raymond Cairns, Alicia Ruaiti and Harley Wall into the mix. So some very good officiates. But in saying that, like I said, we do have 3 commentators today. Helping us out with some sideline commentary will be George Alpert Yonke with the expert knowledge. So expert, how are you feeling about our final today?
Oh, cheers, mate. Great to be here once again. I'm looking forward to it. I was all excited yesterday seeing some of those prelude games, and it was all hype and action. And today I got down there to see both the semi-finals and classic semi-finals they were. Howick were taken right to the wire there, but their experience and cohesion pulled them through. Being here for the 4th time there, Kimmel. And then also, mate, how good were Lincoln taking on Mahurangi, and that was a battle there, and it was right to the grind, and the effect of the Middletons had a good talk to them, the old Chris, Carl and Kane, and they led them and gave the good voice throughout the game.
Very, very nice. Some great expert commentating coming from there. Hoia no, we hear the 2-minute sound happening out. Both teams are in their huddles. We're looking at the team list here. That was just Howick's. Now we have Mahurangi College. We have Tahina Courtney, number 1. We have Tanasia Fletcher, number 7, another strong player who we've seen come through here. Also, Dan Urban Burgess, a well-known name in the touch world. Here's another one, number 12, Ethan Scalabrini. But looking at the coaching staff, we have Mariana Winiana and Tama Hawken as the co-coach as well. We've just heard the refs' whistles. They're looking to get both these teams out on the field. Mahurangi College not ready at the moment. They're still looking to get their hands on the ball, trying to get nice and warm before this matchup. Because Howick are defending champions, Mahurangi will go into this as the underdogs. But no doubt they're not feeling that way. They seem excited. They look amped and pumped heading into this match, and they will start the game off. And I think this is a huge advantage in the match, being able to tap off, only because if it does end in a drop-off, we know the team who gets the first tap, they actually get to start with the ball in the drop-off. Am I making that up? I've just gotten the call that I'm making things up.
You're not making things up, mate, but that used to be the old rule, and we're trialling out the new rules with the 5th edition FIT rules going through our national events. And just to clarify that, if it is a drop-off, you go straight down to how many, Kimmel?
4.
That is correct. And the team that starts the second half will be starting the drop-off.
See, that's why we brought you in, Georgie. Some great input here, but we've started the game with Mahurangi taking the first drive. They hit that right-hand channel out on that link side, and they just bring it back to the middle. Looking to set up for their attack. Nice little outside dummy there. Can't get around that Howick defender, though. So they'll be looking to set something here. They've got the mismatch out on that right side. They're using it to dive in. The ref's going to give it some beautiful work to start the match off by Mahurangi.
Yeah, Tamatea Winiana, I think they're number 8 for Mahurangi. looked a little trick play just to test that defence early on. Managed to get back into the middle, quickie play, and beat his defender to get the ball down over the line to put Mahurangi up early on.
Yeah, no doubt you'll agree with me on that one, Georgie. It was great how they attacked this left side and then spread them out to the right.
Yeah, that's right. And if Mahurangi want to be in this game as the underdogs, they need to start well and hold on to that, because Howick have been under so much pressure, but they are cool, calm and collective and know how to do the business when it comes down to the finals.
Yes, and that's they start off with a sweeper play here. They're hitting this left side. Beautiful try. You could see Mahurangi didn't get the chance to take a step off their try line, so just tying that game up there with that try to Howick.
Yeah, nice sweep play around. Actually had numbers in there, but also noticed that his defender was off the line. Number 12, Francis Morrison, gets in underneath the defence and locks this one up, 1-1.
Yeah, speaking of Morrison, mate, isn't that a lawnmower? The way he got down and slid across the grass, I'll call him the lawnmower.
There we go, we've got the lawnmower. We're already starting with the nicknames here in this final, but we've got Mahurangi with ball in hand, and they're just slowing it down a bit. I like the way they're trying to control the pace of the game, but with another mistake, they give Howick the ball right on their 7. They'll need to be able to show that they can defend in this orange zone though, Mahurangi, if they want a chance at taking this game, because we already know Howick looking for the three-peat. They will be very strong down this end of the field. They decide to take it down that left channel here. They're going to hit again down there, likely looking to get some more subs on.
You're loving that energy through the orange zone. Well structured yardage play. However, referee has just seen forward pass, I believe that was there, so let off the hook. This will give a great opportunity.
Yeah, I was down sideline talking to the referees, and the big advantage here is most of these referees have been mic'd up and they're working a good team unit, so they're looking to the sideline for any of those forward passes or any action like that. They're not letting any of those slip through their fingers today.
Yes, some very good work by our referees. It's been great officiating throughout the whole weekend, but here we see Mahurangi. They've already made it down to their 7 metre. They've got a full set of 6 on. They've dragged them over to this left side, no doubt looking to open them up on the right. They've found the hole and they make it look easy. Grant, talk us through this try.
That's just great profile from the attacker, looking to be, see him on the inside of his, then switches the outside profile the wrong way and got outside of that middle player and just rolls in like the butter, knife through butter.
Nice work, brother.
And here we have Howick. They'll be looking for a quick reply here. Something I've seen Mahurangi very good at on attack is just spreading that Howick defence. They like to shift them to the left, which is opening up the holes on that right side. A lot of teams not really well known for throwing a good left to right. But Howick coming in with a bit of heat. They can't dot down for the try, but it is looking promising for them.
Yeah, that was a great play. Early release, I think, would have had that winger dotting down. But however, they looked to go back, chop line by the link, just border ground there, but plenty of options starting to open up.
Yeah, and being down trackside there with the team, and Mahurangi also talked about how they're looking for a nice tight defence and trying to put a lot of pressure and taking away the time of Howick, and we saw that in that set. So it was a great set of defence there by Mahurangi. See if they've got it one more time after this little error.
They're going to need to be able to do that again, because they did they forced a mistake here. So Howick getting another full set down on the 7 metre. You can't see it here, but the flags, they have died down a bit, so the wind is very good for long balls later on in this afternoon. We've got setting up for the second phase, but he can't drop the ball between his legs. Mistake by Howick, giving the ball away to Mahurangi. It was try time for sure if it was ball to hand.
Yeah, exactly what we talked about. Nice and tight. The Mahurangi really rely on their gills. They've got athletes, they've got speed, and they're keeping them nice and tight and looking to stretch them to use their speed to get out wide to cover that. So it's nice and tight. Great defence from Mahurangi.
As they roll in onto their 7 metre attacking line, scoops on the short side, releases to the winger. She's in, waiting for the referee's call. They have seen, I believe, a forward pass. Just waiting to see the referee. Touch and pass.
Touch and pass. I'm surprised by that call. I thought he got hands away, and that was just the Howick defence. If we have a look here, they went all the way back to the line and then were behind the line by a fair metre or so. Unlucky for this Mahurangi side not to dot down there. It was try time for sure, but Howick, they'll be very happy with the way that ended up. They've got a scooper here. They got down as far down the field as they possibly could. Mahurangi now with the hard job of trying to bring it out from their 7 metre.
Yeah, they did some great things. Little error. Look out. Here we come on the comeback. They're getting every opportunity. Howick.
Yeah, and what I've seen is they've been putting a lot of work into defence, and they're a bit tired there, and it's only been the first 6 minutes. The game has been intense. So let's see if Mahurangi can keep on the good defence that they've been putting out through the whole game.
Yeah, just some early on mistakes. Just forcing the forward pass. There's no need for that. They can calm down. Like we said early on, they have a sweeper play coming here with the speed of the man. Was he onside? Did not look like from my position, but the winger, the ref is definitely in a better spot than I am. So Howick, they'll be looking for another play of the ball here in the middle of the field. Looks like they have another sweeper backdoor play. They give it to the sweeper. They have numbers on the left, but well defended by Mahurangi. They do force the penalty though, Grant.
Yeah, second penalty in here, so Mahurangi having to be careful. A third one, we'll see a player go to that side sin bin. Looks for the second phase. Interruptions in there. Play on called by Alicia Ruiti, the match official. And Howick go in to get ahead. That's a great play on there.
Talk us through this try, Georgie.
Yeah, it was good work here because the girl got caught in the second phase here. She tried to disrupt it, get in the middle of the play, but Boston Franklin is too smooth, just like his dad, setting up a beautiful try there.
Yes, great work. Just identifying where the hole was, where the offside player was, listening to the ref. Great talk throughout that whole set. Something is going on here. We're getting a note from the referee. They need to go back and play the ball again. I think it was off the mark. Something that the refs have been very consistent about throughout this whole tournament is making sure that the play is being played from the right mark. And Mahurangi here looking like they're just trying to spread these mids a bit, trying to work these middles around. Howick, though, just send one defender up. They will need to be careful here and not get done for rolling. Mahurangi heading out that right side, looking to set up for second phase. No, they go straight to the wing. It was a penalty, though, so Mahurangi with a full set of 7. Oh, full set of 6 on the 7, though.
Yeah, 7 metres, but not 7 touches this year, Kimmel. Maybe next year. Good work there. They're working the mismatch there on the left-hand side of Howick, which forced the boys to overcompensate, and the long ball was actually on, but that breeze has picked up a little bit.
As we see Winiata just on the link, looking for a quick play, splits inside, didn't quite get that right, and referee Harley Wall has picked that up. So good eyes there by the referee. Full pass gives Howick the opportunity to drive forward in the yards.
Yeah, that forward pass at the moment, it's the second penalty in a row they've given away for that same offence. It's killing Mahurangi at the moment. Something no doubt the ref will have the coach will have a good talking to them when it comes to half time. But Howick making some beautiful yards, making it look easy. They've got the setup here. Can they check that inside ball? Another one, but well defended by Mahurangi. Very good work.
Yeah, great work there. And now they'll be looking to release the pressure here. Oh, we've got a little tricky play. Howick get the no touch on the yardage. Going through the autopilot was Mahurangi, and now they're going to have to be put under pressure on the goal line.
So we have Howick here. They have another attacking a set. But Mahurangi, they've shown some real good defence, Georgie, throughout the beginning of this match.
Yeah, great defence here, but that's been a three-peat 10 metres out from their line, and that's not going to help if Howick's going to get their three-peat of titles.
Here, nice little inside check. Howick able to get the lead for the first time in this match. They're going to push it out 3 points to 2. Grant, can you talk us through this try? I mean, it was beautifully set up by this Howick side.
Yeah, to me, that was building pressure. As we see here, this is what it came from. A no touch, great skills by Howick, given the opportunity, little quickie, sweet play comes around, releases early, and has a nice check back into the middle defender, caught that Mahurangi, just opened up the gap there.
Yeah.
When you're doing a squeeze on one side and then you switch it back to the other way, you've got to make sure there's a shift coming back with you, so it's really hard to alternate between two tight defences.
Yeah, and there we just see Mahurangi trying to set for that long ball. Winger probably just a bit too flat there, unable to get hands on ball. So Howick now, we're looking to drive it out. I like the way they're shifting to the middle. No doubt they'll push out to their box now, make it easier for their subbers to get on. Nice roll forward here by this Howick side. even managing to get the penalty. Players pushing, I think it was. So Howick now in great try-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, that's right. Just a little bit strong in the right. Did try to keep the player up high so that they couldn't get the ball down quick, but
So here we have Mahurangi now making their way up the field. They're just going to hit this middle channel. I like the way how they've spread their wingers right out to both their touch lines, just trying to open up this field. We have a 33 peel play right out to the winger where those open channels were. Unable to turn it into points on this occasion though, but they do get the penalty.
Yeah, it was good to see Winiata. He's been a bit quiet in the last couple of minutes. He started with a hiss and a roar, taking them up 2 tries, and now he's back and he's got a fresh set of 6. He worked sort of a tricky 33 play with the fake in between and working it out to the right side. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve now.
OZ out to that right
out.
side. Beautiful, well-worked move. Howick thought they were setting up for the quickie as they've done throughout the entirety of this match, but instead they dummy the quickie and check that bounce out to the link, and the hole was gaping.
Yeah, that's good stuff. They must have been watching your guys' recordings from 2011 World Cup. I remember you guys doing the OZ there back in the day over in Scotland. But I can tell you what, it's some great coaching there because they did the change-ups after the quickies to take it out the outside one. And Tama Hawkins, he's no stranger to this elite level. So good change up there, coach.
Yeah, very good. Just putting the defensive line in the false sense of security, making them think you're doing something, then doing something else. That's great touch for you. Anyway, we have a 33 peel play here, but they're going to hit back this open side. They've got numbers on the out. Gets out to the winger. Howick able to claw one back and stretch the lead back out to 2. Grant, beautiful performance put on there by Howick to score that try.
yeah, that was just beautifully set up in the 33, as we know in the touchy world as a dingo. But what we see now is that link just sits back deeper in the pocket, just means that the shut cannot get up there quick enough. And as we saw, winger needs to make a decision. Flew into the link, nice pass into the winger, and great dot down for Howick.
Yeah, we have Mahurangi now just making their way forward through that middle channel again. It's exactly how they've played this whole match, so they're not changing anything. Nice touch there, physical touch. Nice out to the wing. Ball not high enough. They are going to get the penalty though. It was looking like either rolling. I think it was for rolling. So they'll get a full set, not what Howick want. Being up by 2. First half is almost over. So they will want to D this out. It's looking like another OZ play out to this male side who has the mismatch. Did the mismatch work? Not on this occasion.
Great covering defense. Didn't get caught out twice by that, so awesome work from the 2 girls on that left-hand side for Howick. But as we see Tamatea and Durban Burgess working in a nice little pod here, releases to the winger. That is a nice skill set. I like the hands there. Number 4, Mahurangi, gets the dot down in the corner.
Yeah, one thing I very much liked about that try is the winger always had eyes on the opposition. She positioned her body so she could see where her defenders were coming from as soon as she caught the ball. Nice little twist and turn to score that try. Beautiful work. What can Howick do, G-Man, to be able to stretch out their lead back out to 2 because they have closed that gap down to 1, Mahurangi?
Yeah, it's all about smarts. These guys have been here before. It's the 4th year in a row to come to this big stage. They're no stranger. What I saw in their earlier game in the semi-finals, they just absorbed all the pressure and then took it to the big stage in the second half. Let's see what happens. Look at this. Bit of hot potato going on.
The ref's going to call a touch and pass though, so Mahurangi will have control of this ball for the end of this half. Are they going to try and score? Are they just going to take the touch? It's looking like they're just taking the touch, so that's half-time there. At the moment, we have Howick over the top of Mahurangi, 5 points to 4. Talk us through that first half, G-Man.
Oh, mate, it's a beauty. And the crowd is intense. They're loving this game here, and they're loving the halftime entertainment. It's good stuff going on. But Mahurangi are all business, Howick are all business, and it's going to be a blinder of a second half. Mahurangi have come to the game. They've had a great defence. There's been a few change up from the coaching parties. What I've liked is what I've seen in this calibre of tournament is there's some really good athletes, and sometimes we're missing a little bit of the coaching IT or touch IQ within the games, and that makes the difference. And both parties have really good coaching staff. So it's a good battle of chess right here.
And for those of you watching at home at the moment thinking, what is happening at the Rotorua International Stadium? It's an age-old tradition and what we call the Andi Run. It happens at most major tournaments here in New Zealand. If you don't score a try throughout the entirety of this tournament, you have to run in your undies at the end of the match. No doubt you two have had a fair few Andi runs in your time. No? Yes?
Don't believe that I've had one. I've been lucky enough to snatch one, I think, in every tournament. Even if it's last game, really got to get that. So, no, can't say that I've done that.
Georgie, yourself?
Well, talking about the mass numbers during the Andi Run, I heard there was about 784 touchdowns. So there must have been some people scoring about 60 to 70 tries, because there was about 150 Andi Runs right there. Unless some people just extroverts and love to put it out there.
No, well, that just goes to show the amount of teams that have turned up to this competition. I mean, we're stacked, we're inundated with talent down here. So it's good to see a lot of the players from each team getting into the wairua, into the spirit of the game. But here we have both coaches, both teams talking their teams through at halftime, because this is where the coaches make their money. It's in their halftime talks.
And they make a lot of money doing this stuff. I think they lose a lot of money travelling to trainings, paying for extra pairs of socks, and all the petrol money getting there. So they give a lot of time. So we're very thankful for these people that put their hands up. Some are very fortunate as part of their jobs, but it doesn't count when they put their hours into after school. And we thank those people, those teachers, those touch players, the community people that put their hands up for these tamariki so they can be here today.
Yes, very, very thank you to each and every coach who has stepped in that position for this tournament. Without you guys, we wouldn't have a competition going. But here we have, in our mixed final, Howick 5-4 over Mahurangi College at the moment. They have tap-off in the second half. Talk us through what you're seeing, Grunter.
Yeah, I'd say pretty much a repeat of what we're getting from the start of the first half. We're wanting to see good structure, just reset. Coaches have probably just given them a few little key words to work on, get them back to their structures, test to see if there's any change in the defensive structures for Howick trying to attack. And for Mahurangi now, looking to come off their sub-box, they'll be looking for a nice, strong transition, get a good finish off in a platform down on the goal line at the far end.
And that's what it's all about. It's about setting the platform. And like G-Man said as well, something Howick are very good at is absorbing pressure. And when it comes to finals footy, it plays a huge part. We have a scoop here by Mahurangi. They get it out to the wing, unable to dot down, but what they do is go coast to coast, and they have also plugged down in this right corner, the furthest point away from the Howick box.
As we see Howick now driving out, they'll be looking to get a nice complete set here as well. Good speed right to their sub box, want to run straight down that channel again. Great work by the link in the wing there. Checks back inside, a little bit too fast for him there. Quick turnover for Mahurangi. They'll look to capitalise here and get over to their sub-box. Good pressure by Howick, just disrupting in the play there. Caught again. Subbers coming slowly on. Getting caught up. This is great defensive pressure through the orange zone from the Howick team. Coaches are going to be really happy with this. It keeps them well away from that goal line. Dumps well out from the line. Numbers through here, shutting down. Great work by Howick. Oh, however, referee will have been communicating, called them offside. A little bit too excited to get up there and make that last touch, so we have Mahurangi getting another shot down there.
Yeah, Howick will be very disappointed in themselves because they did everything right in that defensive set. Just couldn't hold it out towards the end here, so they drop here for a 32. Get it to the outside. Referee is going to call a forward pass. So Howick off the hook there, Georgie.
I'm off my seat, mate. I didn't see the forward pass. I was ready to celebrate. What a good play. Winiata doing it again, but unfortunately the referees are closer than me and saw the forward pass. Great call, refs. I'll sit back down.
There we go. We have Howick now with some beautiful yards coming up the field. They have some very big men in their team, so they're able to get as far up as they can. We have a mismatch on this right side. Mahurangi asking the question, did he take a step up? Referee telling him no, he was still inside that touchline. So Howick now will be looking to set down the middle. This is the last touch. We have a scoop. They go short side. He tried to find the hole, could not find a gap. So Mahurangi now, well defended, but they are plugged down their side of the field.
Yeah, greatly defended because Thomas Staples having a go from dummy half there with his little jinky feet. He's no stranger to the good stuff there. So good defence once again from Mahurangi.
As we see Mahurangi here, they'll be setting up. Like Grant said, they need a good platform. All these players offside. Referee called them onside at the last moment, so very good work by Howick to get back onside.
Yeah, the referee's doing a great job with controlling this game and controlling the strength of the touches. We do need to remember that this is our rangatahi and we want them to be playing. We don't want to break them. I know in your guys' level, when you play opens, the touches are a lot more forceful than this, but I like that they're controlling it at this level. So just like the NBA, we don't get the big stuff, the same big stuff when we're playing under 18s compared to the NBA league. I like it how they're doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest though. I love me seeing those tiny little female wingers out on the outside giving a nice strong touch, mate. It's always good feeling when you can push over one of the big boys.
Yeah, it's the power to weight ratio. Great stuff. Get in under, as we see Mahurangi now come over the halfway. Little bobble of the ball there, picked up well by the referee.
Very tiny bobble, so it was good to see the referee pick that up. We have Howick now, with another bobble. That was a bigger bobble. And it's given Mahurangi very good field position in this match.
Oh, it's all bibble bobble here. We'll see what happens with Mahurangi. Have they got the ball? Have they got the control to get to the 5 and the 7 metre line and put something on?
Yeah, here we go. Mahurangi, they needed to slow this down just to get their players set. At the moment, Howick defensively looks sound. They check it out to the winger to the link who has a mismatch out on that side. He can't find the gap though. It's looking like this could be the last touch for them. No, they'll be setting it up for the last touch here. That's 4. This will be 5. No doubt a scoop on the tail end of it. But they get the penalty.
Yeah, I put that right down to number 10, Dan Urban Burgess. He's well accustomed to this. Just dancing around on that 7 metre line, making Howick come out. Weren't coming out fast enough, so the referee gives the penalty. Here he is again, looking to bring on. He brings on Winiata. These pairing are working well together. Releases, goes through. That's the second penalty. As we know in these new trial rules, Kimo.
Yep, one more, and they will have to play. Howick will have to play this defensive set with only 5 players, 1 man down. But like you said, what Urban Burgess did there, I love the way he's stretching the field, and then once he checked it off to Winiata, he did the exact same thing on this right side, which is what gave them the second penalty. So they have another one here. They hit that mismatch on the left side. Unable to turn into points though, but I like what they're doing. They're just trying to stretch this Howick defence out. They need it to, being 1 point down, only 9 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, really trying to work over this defence, really trying to get that far left middle now. Releases, gives them the quickies, got the opportunity. Oh, nice in the channel by Howick. That's a great defensive structure that we hadn't seen so far yet. And hang on a minute. What happened there, Georgie?
Yeah, I see the hands going forward by the referee, so it's a forward pass. This gives Mahurangi a chance on the line. In the first half, you saw Mahurangi giving Howick 3 chances on the line. Now it's reversing in this half. How exciting is this, boys?
And you got to love, that just comes with the rhythm of the game and what they're into. We've got Urban Burgess back on the field. First touch. That's why we like to say when it's on the first or second, you want those low-risk wasters, what Grant was talking about. They look for the long ball, though, and can't stick the pass, so Howick let off the hook. Get out of jail free.
Get out of jail free. We're playing Monopoly. I feel like I'm in the playground because this is a seesaw battle of a few mistakes. Here we go. They're back in the rhythm. Howick in the middle of the field, working their way down to the attack zone. Is this Staples with the ball in hand? Yes, he is. I'm expecting him to lead here. With his happy feet within the back door. Nice passive play with wheels to burn.
Right
touch. Kathi Rongothi thought he was in with the try, but instead they're bringing it right back.
Can you say that again, please, Kimo?
Kathi Rongothi almost with the touchdown. He was about to stretch the lead out 6 points to 4, but he couldn't. Nice little underpass here to the link, who we know has pace. I think that's where they were calling the pass. Or was it a touch and pass beforehand? I did not see what the ref did there, but Mahurangi, again with an early mistake in their touch set.
Yeah, something, honestly, you do see in the finals. They will have been so structured, these two teams, I think, coming through, really keeping mistakes down to a minimum. Sometimes that does happen in these finals. Few too many errors, I would say, from both coaches. Won't be too happy. They'll be having a quiet word to their players in the sub-box just to tighten up.
Yeah, well, that can tend to happen when you have high-quality opposition. As you can see with both teams' defensive policies very, very sound, it's hard to make gaps, so you could see sometimes players trying to push passes, doing things they normally wouldn't do, but you have to do it in the final because now this is your last chance.
Absolutely. As we get Howick called offside again, that comes down to the nice yardage plays by Mahurangi.
Yeah, it's unfortunate the discipline in the tail end of those touches because they work a good 3 or 4 touches and then give up a penalty on the last 2. So Mahurangi in the right part of the field, 10 metres out from the line with about 4 touches up their sleeve.
And we've seen it all day, those little bobbles of the ball as they go in the slide in. And I think that just goes to show how dry this pitch is and how quick it is. As soon as the ball is touching the ground, it's gripping to the grass and these players aren't able to do it. They got a dot down here. Long ball out to the wing. It can't make it, but I think they will get 6 again. They actually get the penalty. And that's the second penalty, I think, Georgie, you're saying, in the set?
Yeah, I think so. I think they need to calm down here. Last time they rushed the set of 6 and turned it over on the first one. A couple of wasters, a couple of quickies. Winiarta's pretty sharp at that. They may be even a OZ coming in on the third one. Let's see if they work a sort of little system in here.
I actually like that play. They were going for the quickie. Long ball out to the wing. The hole is definitely there. Can she put the ball down? She can, and Mahurangi tie the game up 5 points apiece. Talk us through the try, Grant.
Yeah, I was actually surprised, just like Georgie was saying. I thought there'd be a couple of little quickies, but Winiarta, he wants to get that one locked in, gets the defender up nice and high, gets position, slow on the shut, and that creates great space for the winger. I think Louise Macon right in the far corner, and we get to a 5-all score.
Yeah, and that was probably the problem for Howick, is they probably also expected another waster or another low-risk play. Weren't expecting that long ball. Great defence by Mahurangi to shut them down. In saying that, they did give away the penalty. So just keeping count, that's 1 penalty inside that 7 metre. You don't want to be giving away 3. As soon as you do, you get 1 player taken off, and you'll end up defending that line with only 5 players. So they start off by attacking this link on this left side.
Yeah, Francis Morrison here just looking to work on that defence. Mahurangi pushing up pretty high. They're going to repeat that, just get the structure right, try and draw those defenders right up in a flat line as much as possible. Just calling the link in again just to get it right, looking for a 32. Peel play here, releasing straight to the outside link. Got well outside his defender there, and that is a nice try into Francis Morrison.
Yeah, that was just great teamwork there. You can see they were setting up for this try. They tried to set it up 2 touches beforehand, but they couldn't get their link to drop in the right position. They end up doing that though, and then beautiful long ball out to that link who just runs a little bow line to score outside of his link. Great way to get the lead back for Howick.
Yeah, Morrison, the lawnmower, gives a little breathing space for the Howick team, taking it 6-5. I'm just looking on the live stream comments here. I've got a little dad joke that's come in, and it's Louise making it a draw, but unfortunately the lawnmower has taken it back to the lead to Howick.
And here we have Mahurangi now with only 3 minutes left on the clock. He makes a mistake there, and it is a no touch, yet he still drops the ball, so Howick able to get one back here. 3 minutes to go, only 1 point in it. It's still anybody's match.
Yeah, and Mahurangi just trying to get a little bit of pressure on the ball there to get that all-important turnover, but referees having nothing of it. Howick now getting right to their sub-box, driving forward. They just need to be nice and strong here, get down to that line, put some more pressure on. Great work here, releases the ball to the link. Looking now probably just to draw right in those 2 middles. Get down to that 7 metre line. Looking to just set up. Promoting up high as Mahurangi. Passive play out the back. Can they draw and pass? They can. Looks like it. We get Howick. Get another one down in that far corner. Number 6, Keisha Marsh. And Howick College extend to a 7-5 lead.
Yeah, it's a move they haven't pulled out in this match yet. It looked like he was going to check back to his middle. Instead, he hits that link in that pocket. Was able to keep herself in scoring position. She checks out to the wing. With just under 2 minutes left, Mahurangi need to score twice to at least push this out to a drop-off. So they will have to score in this set. If they're unable to do so, the inside ball could be on here, but well defended by Howick. Yes, they do deserve to get that. Was quite a strong touch by this Howick player. But like Georgie said at the beginning of the game, one thing that Howick are very good at is absorbing pressure. Yeah, and they've just done that throughout this whole match.
That's right. We see a quick substitution. We've got Winiata and Deurban Burgess back on here, looking to get a quick one through. Tries to get the play on. Referee gives them a penalty. That'll be good, but they are down 2. Need a little bit of urgency. Go and get the ball. Got the right players on the field. Let's see what they can construct here in a timely fashion.
Mahurangi need as much time with ball in hand as possible. They wasted about 15 seconds there, not able to get the ball back on time. They have a sweeper play coming. Will he step back? No, he doesn't. He ends up dummying the step back, heads back out. But Howick more than up to the defensive task. So Mahurangi now, 46 seconds left on the clock. Is it enough time to score 2 touchdowns? They've got open space on the left. Long ball out to the wing. She gets it, dots down. They cut the gap down to 1. But with only 34 seconds, you'd think that all Howick need to do is just see the set out, and they should have the 3-peat within their grasp.
Yes, it's all about little gameplay here. Just slowly walking up to the ball. Unfortunately, Mahurangi, great opportunity there. Scores the try, gets it within 1. Howick tap off. Moving down, they'll be looking just to complete a set. Bit of pressure on the ball there by Mahurangi, looking for a turnover. Trying to keep the ball late. Oh, round the sideline. Tries to beat the winger. Ball, hooter goes. And there we go. Howick. How do you see that, Kimmo?
Howick end up taking the game 7 points to 6. But not only that, it's a 3-peat. They've won the last 3 years in a row. Coach and assistant coach, both Mark Hodson and George Pomatato, will be ecstatic with the way their players absorbed all that pressure throughout that game. How proud would you be knowing that you've just won 3 years in a row, Grant?
These are the opportunities that these coaches and players live for. You know, it's the epitome in the secondary school parts. They've worked very, very hard to get themselves into this position, just to get into that final. Yes, they've won the last 2 before this, but it comes as you've got to start again every year. And look, they'll be ecstatic to come through, get that. I know they had a little trip up actually with Lincoln High School, I think, in the round robin plays. Got tipped up 7-6, but look, that probably spurred them on just to get themselves set. And at the end of the day, came up with the goods over a very, very good Mahurangi College.
Oh, both teams, you can take your hat off to both of these squads. Mahurangi, they were in it from top to bottom. It was an arm wrestle. And again, 6-7. It's a beautiful scoreline. I mean, to only get up by 1 point. What a day by both these teams. But Howick, you've got to take your hands off to them. We actually have George Albert Yonke down on the field. He's looking for one of our players to talk to. It's looking like they're too excited to want to have a post-match IV. He's stretching, his arms are up in the air, he's trying to find us a player, and I think he's found us one. So Georgie, when you're ready, my friend, I'm going to get you to share with us some kōrero about what happened in the match, mate.
Oh, kia ora koutou. I'm just getting some sweaty kisses here from this very valiant team here. Mahurangi had put a valiant effort in today. Man, they left everything out there on the field. I'm here with the 2 captains, Chris-Anne and Tama. Tama, you had a great game. Chris-Anne, you had a great game. What was the difference today, you felt?
I definitely think it was our attitude today. Yeah, we had a talk with our former coach, and that was definitely something that we lacked. in this game. Yeah.
Nice, and we, the former coach in the Middleton effect, that's what I've heard about. And it's great having young Tama coach you guys. And I saw the difference within your team because you were able to adapt. You had certain plays worked you with the quickies and then the change-ups with the long ball. Was that part of the game plan?
Yeah, definitely. We tried to squeeze them in at first, and so we got that open ball for an option out there. Yeah.
What I was really impressed with was your females' capability, the athleticism and the speed of them, able to be a nice tight squeeze and get out there and stop some of their tries. Was that the plan of attack?
Yeah, definitely. We wanted them to have a good chase outline so they could get those touches. But yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, Chris-Anne, what does this mean for you guys in the future? You know, you were right up there in the past, you dropped off a couple of levels, and now you're back on the front stage here. What's going to happen to your team next year? Do you manage to keep a lot of them, or what's the plan?
We lose quite a few people. I think there's 3 girls and how many boys? Three? Yeah, 3 boys. So they're all quite young. Yeah.
So when you have Tama and the Middleton effect, they'll be all right though, right?
Yeah, that'll be sweet.
Hey, commiserations to you guys. A valiant effort, like I said earlier. Wish you guys all the best. You put everything out there. Everyone will be very proud of you guys. All the best. Touch what a game, eh?
Yeah. Touch what a game.
Touch what a game.
There it is. Hey, working our way over here to the 2 champions right here. This guy over here, staple diet of being on the finals field for 4 years in a row, makes it a repeat. This coach is no stranger to winning. Coming off the PTL series as a champion. How's it feel, coach?
Yeah, that was tough. They were a bloody good side, and our boys are exhausted, our girls are exhausted. It was a really tough game, but obviously stoked to get out there and get the W again. It's nice.
I'll tell you what, I will agree with you because after what I saw earlier. And just a little break there, go to surf lifesaving. And now back to the touch, guys. What a great game, what a great coach, and what a valiant effort from that team to put you guys on the rope. I was picking you guys by 5 touchdowns. Did I have it right? Should it have been 5 touchdowns?
They're a pretty good side, eh? And I think just all reps to our players and coaches, you know, because we have some great systems and we build our team off work ethic and just going hard for the person next to you. So, yeah, I always know it would be a tight squad, especially with those guys.
And it's always hard to pick up a team with your 4th year in a row, a bit of complacency. What do you do differently, Mark, to get them up for this type of game?
Nothing special. It's just we've had a solid crew throughout that whole time. We've kind of stuck with a solid core throughout those 4 years. Like this guy here, he's been in the team for 4 years, so kind of keep that same culture coming through and then bleeding in new people every year just to try and get them to a certain level that we can work with. That's mainly it.
So he either started when he was 10 or he's 4th year, 7th. But is this your last year, Tom?
Yeah, this is my last year.
Yeah. And you're no stranger to the New Zealand scene, so we'll be still seeing you around the PTL, Open Nationals, that type of stuff. What are you doing for Nationals this year?
I think I'm going down to Thames Valley with a few of the lads.
Oh, the Thames Valley. So if you want to see some highlights, you'll be seeing this guy. But what a great game. Is there anything you want to say to your supporters and the school?
Just thanks to everyone, mainly our senior players in our team. The big thank you comes through. They put a lot of work in, taking trainings, getting the culture right and just setting a high standard. Obviously to George, Christine Hargreaves and all the previous people that we've worked with. It's been a good few years. We've really enjoyed it and I think we've got a lot and done a lot for the school and also just everyone. Thank you. It's been a great bloody journey.
Awesome and great words. And thanks for thanking me. You better thank George Pamatatu as well when you go and see him. I'd like to sign out there. It's been a great final. We've got 2 more coming up with the women's and the men's touch.
What a game.
What a game.